I don't know. It seems to me that a lot of things have changed in the hobby. While I've been categorizing and filling in databases with Collectus and trying to give that site as much life as possible with a bunch of good non-sports material, which you can check out here, collectus.com. It seems things have happened. We have a brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, which was amazing. And then the Doomsday trailer just dropped. And now new X-Men. And the X-Men are getting younger while I get older. And then cards. Boxes are expensive. Cards are expensive, but they're selling high, I think. Anyway, stick with me. Let's go ahead and catch up. See you guys back here in a minute. Yes, it's been pretty wild. So we're going to take things a little slow and we're going to go step by step. So had to insert that. Okay, let's check it out. So let's see what's happened here. So we're going to go ahead and check out this Goldin auction situation. And we're going to see what's going on. So yes, if you have been here just as long as I have, 20 plus years collecting Marvel since you were a kid, you will look at some of these prices and be like, why? I don't understand. Let me give you a couple of things to chew on for a second. If you have been collecting Skybox Impel, super cheap, not so much anymore. If you collected Rittenhouse, super cheap, shouldn't be anymore, still kind of undiscovered. Upper Deck, kind of started going high in 2016. Really amazing product. Did us all well in the Marvel community. Still lacking here and there. Slightly lowering prices, but seems like a lot of good buys are out there right now. And now Topps, the giant, the insanity of Topps, which I know, grubble, Topps, blah, 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 price me out of the hobby. I get that. I hear you. But look at this. Have you ever seen anybody, unless it was back in the 90s, do this with Marvel cards, where we're seeing booths decked out thematically, cards blown up, memorabilia, actual props from the movies? I believe that's what that is. The cards blown up. I mean, this is crazy, right? Am I wrong? I mean, this is amazing. Look at that. That's Black Panther stuff from the Scarlet Witch's helmet, the card blown. This is at San Diego Comic-Con. You ever think you'd be around to see Marvel cards take center stage again like in the 90s? I didn't. Yes, I know. Little callbacks and everything. Yes, I know. Sure. You could say cards are so overly priced, they're insane. You're not wrong. People are making money hand and fist. It feels strange. It feels like shill bidding. I'm watching this. I can't collect cards anymore. I can't open boxes. Yes. And I'm not defending those things. But I will say this. I'm seeing Marvel cards everywhere, and I'm seeing people collect them. And I'm seeing the audience blow up. Whether it's like a true Marvel artist fan base type of thing, or people who learn about Marvel who happen to be in Topps and are becoming true fans, I'm not going to sit here and piece out every little thing. I think it's cool. You know, like if we take a look here, right? These cards are looking pretty good, right? 2024 Topps Marvel has gone completely bonkers. People are buying these cards left and right. We're still missing some images here, but they are really selling. And that was the box that was sold in the UK first, which is pretty intense. Marvel Mint is a really cool looking card set. They just came out with 2026 with some amazing art sets. This came out with the Gambit deck, which I thought was just fantastic to see, and to see those cards come out there. Right, we can take a look at that here, see if anyone's uploaded any. Yeah, of course they have. Rogue, I mean, these are beautiful out of 99, and there are one of ones. Now, I'm not a one of one guy per se. The idea of super refractors and all that, I get it. I love it. It's cool. I don't have one, so that's maybe why I can say what I say. But these are gorgeous. Did I put it back on mine? Yep. Same effect, back and forward in a special mag holder when you pull it out of the box out of 99. These are nice. Expensive, but thematically connected to a character, different characters on there. I mean, this is cool. This is awesome. The comic cuts they're putting out, those are phenomenal. I'm enjoying them. I was able to collect the Silver Surfer completed one, which was pretty cool from here, from the Fantastic Four. This set was beautiful, extremely thematic, very cool. Blacklight insert. What a great deep dive into the 60s, which where all this stuff is kind of really, Fantastic Four has a lot of stuff in there. I mean, they came out with a comic cut specific set for my character. They had me. They had me at this. And I think someone deliberately did this to me. It felt personal when they came out with it. So, yeah. But I mean, these are cool. These are cool. And it feels like the hyping around it, sure, it's very toxic sometimes. I get that. But they're beautiful. I mean, they're really, really gorgeous. It's kind of hard to say that Topps is not pulling out all the stops when it comes to marketing, when it comes to building out promotional materials, when it comes out to decking out the cards with specific thematic looks. They're nice, and they're introducing a massive audience into the hobby. I don't know. And then we have, like I said, Spider-Man Brand New Day doing extremely well. Extremely, extremely well. After Marvel's kind of had a hiatus where everyone was like, Marvel, blah, 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 I'm not too into it. And then this pops up. It's amazing. It's great. Gives us a snippet. Spoiler alert, 5432 shows us Jean Grey, X-Men. That's pretty cool. Done very well. It's looking good. I don't know. It's looking good to me. And then, of course, this auction came up. Which is pretty amazing, this Goldin stuff. I don't know about you, but the amount of money these cards are selling for is pretty crazy. Super selling for almost 100 grand. I don't know what that is. This set here is the Don Russ. This is the one I helped Joe Jusko grade, that I did a video for when I worked at CGC, which was pretty cool. Seeing this kind of come up and be part of it was pretty amazing. I remember doing this with Joe. He was fantastic and so kind. And it was that's my ugly mug. And it was so fun to talk to him and to see his face and to see him talk about his memory with this card set and how much fun it was for him to do. And they had a lot of good variety in here, nines, errors. I mean, it was just such a great video. And I'm glad, what's happened with that card set and where it's gone and what it's doing now. And I think 66 is a set that people appreciate. And I know there's a lot of controversy between Copan or the playing cards or whatever, Spain, Argentina, blah, 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 US issue, variant, whatever. Everyone's trying to identify the rookie. It landed here on this card, the Human Torch Spider-Man, which you can see here, which was in the lot, which was mint 9. And the only reason it landed on that card is because it's number 34. What does that mean? So if you look at the whole set using Collectus, you can scroll all the way down. We put all these guys in here. You go to 66 Donruss, there's the wrapper there. You can go ahead and see the whole set. Now, look, starting here, you can see that there are many cards split into 10, or what is it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 10, 11. I guess it's 1166. Yeah. So it's 5 characters: Captain America, Iron Man, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Hulk, and then Thor. And I think that's everybody. And so, yes, there are literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Spider-Man cards. And we've deemed this one because it's first in that series as the rookie. Um, you know, that's not a bad thing. That's not anybody's like, takeaway. I mean, it's the logical thing that happens. 66 was the first year Don Russ Marvel cards, and then this card came out, and now this card is the one getting center stage. You have to remember with all this stuff that basically what happens is someone sits down, looks at this, and a group of people are all trying to make the same play. It catch on. Some people believe other people, some people believe other people, and one camp emerges of people who all believe in X card, and they're the ones who've invested the much and think the much and understand it as, and it starts becoming pushed around. And then what ends up happening is people take it as word of God, and they're like, okay, this is the rookie one. I'm all in. They're all in. I know what they paid for. I know it's real. I'm a believer now too. And then they back it up. This is not for the tinfoil hat situation. This is for the situation of saying, okay, this is the card everyone believes in. You're going to see soon a lot of people pushing rookies, characters, rookies, first appearance, whatever you want to call them for Marvel. And people are going to make a lot of claims. They're going to be foreign cards, US cards, variant cards, cards you've never seen before. My advice, if you wanted it, would be don't spend a lot of money believing X or Y person. Look at the cards, make your assessment, see who's buying them, see who's selling them, see what's actually happening, and then make your choice. When you start getting into the type of dollars that these cards are selling for, so if we take a look back at Goldin and see what the set sold for. So if we go back here to Goldin and we see what the set, by the way, makes a really cool puzzle, which I love. I think that's really fun about the set. Shows you the 6 characters. I think that's really fun. It sold for $78,000. That's a lot of money for a set that nobody was talking about for a while. People liked it, but no one was like 66 is the best. It didn't come up like that. I was there. It didn't come up like that. That was not true. Is it the set? It's the set now, right? I mean, what you and I say is not going to change that. What is cool about it is that we get to see it kind of appreciate, and people kind of fall in love with the set. And there's some beautiful imagery on there, and it's all taken from comic books and given, these funny captions, because that's what they were doing in these early days of cards. And they're selling, and that's where we're at. And if we take a look at some of these other auctions, you can see here some other cards, right? The Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds came around and looked for Deadpool cards of Fanatics. Brilliant little marketing there. He was funny. He picked the card up. It was kind of cool to see. It was awesome. It was fun to see that. A lot of people have been trying to do that for a long time, to have celebrities kind of get into these cards, and now they're picking these celebrities. They're having them come do these things and have a good time. And it is part of marketing. And it's fun. I think it's interesting. This green PMG here, PMGs are back. People are making a big claim about PMGs. They're really impressive. And you're going to see a lot of upper deck inserts that have a lot of lineage, right? They're very important to sports people, very important to card history in general. Anything that had a Marvel character on these types of inserts, Jambalayas, PMGs, TI-22s, pretty much 2013 and all those other kind of sets, they're going to start gaining value very quickly and start going higher up the ladder, which makes sense. This Spider-Man here, which is a reprint set, which is the 92 Platinum, that was their Golden Treasure from Upper Deck. That went for 43. If this was a super refractor, because of the audience and top is very different, I think it would have been double, triple that price probably. Again, I know many of you are like, these prices are bogus, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I'm not arguing any of this. I am simply just showing you guys the insanity that we are all living in now, and what this looks like, and what the prices are. Am I promoting these prices to be these prices? No. I wish it was all zero so I can enjoy them myself and live happily in my little hermit cave over here, buying cards with a few friends that I have. And that would have been it. But I wanted you guys to see this so you guys can see the prices, be up to date, just have an understanding. I still don't get why this is just the best. This card is, I don't care what that number is. That number doesn't bother me. This is just, I just love these old vintage sketch cards. This I love. I love that original stuff there. I'm liking Sapphire, by the way. They're really cool. I don't know how you... I can't afford tops, to be honest with you, but some of these are beautiful cards, and the quality in hand are nice. I gotta say it. I hate to say it, but I have to say it. because I hate to say it, not because I dislike Topps, I actually like Topps, but I say it because I can't afford it. So then I have to be grumpy about it, which I think makes sense. It's basically where all of us are. But yes, some fantastic, interesting cards here. This green sold for 16.20, Galactus, 8.5, Wolverine 15. But this is 2024. I don't know. It's fascinating. It's interesting. It's happening, and kind of update on that. What else is going on? Things with me. Just been trying to collect my stuff. I finished my comic cut insert set for Topps Fantastic Four Finest, Topps Finest, and I was able to do all 10. Super happy, super thrilled about that. Thank you to everyone who helped me and did trades and all this good stuff. I really appreciate it. My takeaway for what happened, and I've looked at a lot of these cards. I think I have pictures of almost 150 of them. I only have 10. Maybe 100. 150 might be too high because there's only 300 by my count. 30 of each issue. No, something like that. My takeaway. My first time hunting down Topps cards. What did I realize? Having a 101 stamp on it changes the conversation greatly. I paid more for certain cuts from the top set than I did for FF48 cuts from Upper Deck and Silver Surfer 1, the original one, his very first one, not the Volume 2 one, which only 2 or 3 of those cards I paid just as high. But yeah, it for issues that have no real Silver Surfer 2, right? Like, how big is that book in reality? I definitely paid way more than the book costs in a 9.8. No, that's not true. In a 9? I have to look at the prices, and I can tell you the prices. But I mean, they're public record. They go on eBay, but they're not worth the book, like a raw book, right? So I paid a lot for the specific ones I wanted that I thought were the best representations from that book. Some are cover cuts, some are splash page cuts. So I picked those up. 101 stamps changes things. People from Topps will just hold the card and they don't care. Months have passed now since Fantastic Four Finest. Some cuts are left up there for 600, 1,000. Some cuts sold for 200, 150, which is the lowest I've ever seen them. And a lot of them do sell for 250, 300, 150. Maybe not the cream of the crop, but some really nice ones. And I think that's to show you that there's only a few people making that hunt, building that set, because there's not many Surfer fans. So the price is lower. What it's actually worth, the longer I'm in this game, the more I realize that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I'm not a reseller. I'm not an investor. For me, I bought the set to make the set and to have it exactly how I wanted. So I put money into that. No one's going to come over and buy that from me. I'd be surprised if anybody ever did. And that's okay, right? For me, I want to build that set. I'm a collector. I like to collect. I like to build something. I have these ideas of building these sets, so I build them. And that's what I did. You going on these journeys and doing this stuff, you just have to spend the time to do it. If you want it, you kind of have to make the play. You kind of have to think how you're going to do it and be strategic. You can wait around and buy these. You can probably build the 10 set right now in about 6 or 8 months. Some issues have disappeared because people are making a play. Why I did it fast and I did it immediate. But so that happened. Also, I started collecting another character from DC because my DC buddies were chatting away and got me interested. So I couldn't help myself. I had to start my my Spectre collection. Now I've had Spectre for quite a time, and I've been collecting his cards for a bit. They're not. This character better not get expensive. I'd be very depressed if this character got expensive because there should be no reason why this character should get as expensive as Surfer got. But here are some of the ones for my little master binder that I'm building. You can see that here. I'm building up my little binder. So I'm going to go ahead and load those in there. And not only did I do that, but your boy also got these from Wandering Bill, who's amazing. Absolute Batman, which I got the 2 rainbows. I got a full set too, which thanks to him I did. But I got 2 alpha rainbows. These are the 2 I pulled, Joker and Batman. Really fun. These are also on Collectus. They look really cool. I like them. And Absolute Batman is aesthetically extremely, really, really cool looking. And it's kind of like the X-Men 1 Jim Lee of our time. So not a bad thing to grab, not a bad thing to have, not a bad thing to enjoy before I can't enjoy it anymore, which is the thing. And then I built a rainbow. Fleer throwback on EPAC. If you don't know what EPAC is, it's on Upper Deck. Go check it out. You can open cards digitally, receive physical cards. One card will be digital. You combine it to make cards. So this is a little rainbow I was able to make. You can see Spectre here. So I believe that's the base. And then you have the red, which looks more orange. And then you have the orange. And I love this image. And this character is amazing. He's private investigator, his vengeful spirit, take it over. I love this character for a long time now. Kind of kept him in the back of my mind because they weren't really doing anything with DC for a while. This is the achievement you make, I believe. And then the blue is out of 25. Some of these are numbered. And then the black is the achievement. So you had to get 100 of the base to make 1 black. And the blacks are hard. I think there's only 4 of them on there right now, so they're a little tough to get. But thanks to Piper, who is amazing, was able to help me secure this rainbow in like 72 hours, I think. It was insane. And then the really big one that he was able to trade for and hook me up with was the plate. I'd like to get all 4 plates. I like to get the purple, which is the 1 of 1. I'm making this video, so I'm sure I'm digging myself a hole here, but hopefully a nice person pulls in and asks for a reasonable price, because I will not be paying surfer prices for the Spectre. This is for fun. This is on the side, building this binder, getting excited about it. Going to be putting it into Collectus as well, which I'm really, really stoked to see all the DC stuff, because I have a lot of fun DC sketches, and that I'm really excited about too. So, little update by me, little tidbit, little weekly announcements and stuff like that. We're gonna have a live soon. Gonna have a little roundtable discussion. I'm thinking about doing a few things, and I'm excited to see you guys more. I'm excited to hang out and be around. And thank you again for seeing this video. If you have any comments, questions, if you are collecting DC, if you have thoughts about Topps and Marvel and anything I didn't say that you want me to say, or anything, questions you may have, maybe I'll do a Q&A and I can tell you everything I know and answer any questions honestly and openly to any of you. So please let me know in the comments down below, and thank you all, and I'll see you around. Bye, everybody.